Welcome to Cole's World of Mathematics, where math is made simple and clear.
In this video, I'm going to show you a really neat trick of multiplying through by the least common denominator to get rid of your fractions. We've got an equation here that we're trying to solve for x. And with those fractions in there, then it makes it a little bit more difficult. So one step of multiplying through by the least common denominator is going to eliminate all those fractions so that when you go from your first line to your second line, the fractions will be gone. All right, now to find that least common denominator, I'm going to take that 2x plus 6 there on the bottom. I'm going to factor it just so that I can see all of the pieces and parts that make up that denominator. All right, now from there, to come up with that least common denominator, all I'm going to do is use one of everything I see. All right, so I've got an x plus 3 in two places, but I only need one of them. And I need a 2, and I need an x minus 2. So that least common denominator is going to be a 2x plus 3, x minus 2. All right, now when I multiply through by that least common denominator, from the first line to the second line, all the fractions will disappear. And that's how you know that you have done it correctly. So generally, just to keep this from getting too cluttered, I'll put a square brackets around the problem. I'll put that least common denominator up high generally to help myself remember that it's in the numerator. So this is in the numerator, these are the denominators. All right, now I'm going to end up distributing to everything on the inside. Now you don't have to draw those arrows, okay? That's just for me for demonstration purposes so you can see what I'm doing. All right, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to distribute this least common denominator to the first fraction. Now I can use the finger method. I've got an x plus 3 in the bottom. I've got an x plus 3 in the top. They're going to cross out. I don't want to actually use say cross it out because this will then get multiplied to the other two things in there, so I still need to see all of this. So I'm just going to kind of use my fingers. I've got a 3 and a 2 left times that binomial of x minus 2, so that's going to be a 6 parentheses x minus 2. So 6 parentheses x minus 2. And that's what was replaced there, and as you can see, the fraction is gone. Now I'm going to distribute to the middle part. The 2 is going to get crossed out, and the x plus 3 is going to get crossed out. So both those things are going to get crossed out. I have the 5 left here. I've got the x minus 2 over there. So then I'm going to have a 5 times that x minus 2. And again, fraction, very next step, no fraction. Plus sign is going to come straight down. When I distribute here, you've got the x minus 2 in the bottom, you've got the x minus 2 in the top. That's going to leave me with a 2 times the 1, 2 times that binomial of x plus 1. So 2 parentheses x plus 3. All right, so that's what's so cool about this process. You multiply through by the least common denominator, and in one step, now you are down to just a basic, distributive property, combine like terms, move your stuff around, solve for x. All right, so it makes a very complicated equation, an equation into an easy equation. All right, now just to go ahead and finish this out, we'll distribute, so we'll have a 6x minus a 12. Over here distributing, we'll have a 5x minus a 10. Distributing here, we'll have that 2x plus 6. All right, we'll combine some like terms here on the right side. 6x minus 12 is equal to 5 and 2 is going to give me a 7x, a negative 10, and a 6 is going to give me a minus 4. All right, and then generally I do kind of show some work on this one. I'll subtract that 7x from both sides of the equation so it crosses out there, and then going ahead and adding 12 to both sides at the same time. So those 12s cross out on the left-hand side. All right, that's going to give me a negative 1x is equal to an 8, and then dividing both sides by that negative 1, x is equal to negative 8. All right, so honestly, from here to the bottom, then it becomes a very straightforward, simple problem to work. Initially, it's kind of nasty. So this multiplying through by the least common denominator, actually you can use it here. You can use it to simplify complex rational expressions. This technique is just a really good technique to get rid of fractions.